everybody, this is Banjo's World. Today we are drawing on the reverse coloring book by Kendra Norton. Well, this is through the seasons. There's another one, but I think the other one was sold out. So the reason it's called a reverse coloring book, I don't really understand why it is, but you can see like there's already kind of colors, and then you outline it. So there's kind of this thing, and they're categorized by season. So you have spring, summer, winter, or fall, winter, and some of these that I've done are a bit weird. Like if I go back a couple, you can see these are just like, it's kind of hard to tell what it would be, so I just did these weird floating islands, and maybe there's this weird creature that ate this creature. I really don't really think it out, but for this I probably will be thinking some of the pages out. Now, we got this idea from a YouTuber named Bellamina. She got this exact same book. This is number 2 through the season. She also got through the seasons, and I'm also using Micron pins. They're by a company called Sakura. For the price, they are, I think, like $1-2 a piece. Yeah, so they're about $2 a piece, and they come in a lot of different tips. There's even I'll just draw on that, a brush. So I'm gonna go straight into the this one's pretty obvious because, like I mentioned, they kind of come in levels. I am going to start this one. Okay, so I'm getting in some lines for the tulips. I think these are tulips, and don't really, it looks like maybe some hydrangeas and daisies. So this one will be pretty simple and quick. I'm just going to add, the lines can be kind of weird, but I'm going to add just the line to the tulip. Maybe I'll add an extra fold there and there. Yeah, I don't really understand how that would work. But let's see, I could do great. So there's kind of a tulip, and I should probably just do them in order. So I'm just going to do the next tulip. So there's 3 tulips, 2, I think they're daisies. They're quite big, but I think they're daisies. And there's a bunch of hydrangeas. Hydrangeas? I don't actually know what they're called. But I'm also going to outline all of those. So I can kind of see there's like, little folds in it. And I actually got some tulips today, like the actual plant. And they were like yellow and orange, but these ones are pink. So this should be a bit more of a simple drawing. So let's see. I'm going to finish up the tulips. And it's going to be kind of a repetitive process considering that they are all tulips. Alright, let's see. I'm going to start a daisy now. And there's only 2 of them. I'm going to go pretty simple with these ones. I will do more detail for the other ones, but I just want to kind of show simple outlines, because this is, they're already pretty much there. You can already tell what it is. Honestly, I think my lines are making it harder to tell what it is, but you can already tell that this is a daisy, there's tulips, and hydrangeas. Alright, I need to make sure I'm getting them in line because that one wasn't. Alright, so now that I have both of the daisies done, I'm going to do the hydrangeas, and I think Bellamina kind of did just do an outline too, the YouTuber that I mentioned earlier, but, I mean, there's not really much else you can do. Let's see. And then there's there's actually quite a few of these. So there's a bunch there, and then this lonely bunch of 3 that I'm drawing. And this sad one that has failed to have any petals. It failed me. So let's see. Okay, so I finished this page. I didn't really feel like doing this because I feel like it would make it look worse than it already looks. So I have the hydrangeas all finished. I have the daisies. I have tulips. And then the leaves in the background, which I left. So I marked one more. Oh, I think it's right there. Yes. I marked one more page. So let me put this piece of paper / bookmark away. These kind of looks like the flowers, birds of paradise, but the one thing is they're red, and birds of paradise are usually yellow, orange, and they're kind of like this color right here. They're about that color or this color, like a pumpkin orange. But I'm just going to start drawing them and imagine they're birds of paradise. Alright, so let's get this one. And I usually like to do with the flower stems first, but for this one I feel I should maybe do the flowers, then stems. And then there's a couple of these flowers that make no sense at all. Don't know what happened with this one. Looks like someone grinded them up or stepped on them. I really don't know what's going on. It looks like they have all been killed. The poor flowers. Let's see. I might just add some little lines over here and there. Yeah, that looks weird. Alright, and I don't really know what to do about stuff like this. I think I'll just leave these weird splatters that are everywhere. Okay, so I got most of the birds of paradise done. At least that's what I think they're supposed to be. I don't even know what I did for my own drawing. And then, of course, I still have to do a couple ones. There are these weird tiny ones. I'm just going to make these like roses or not fully bloomed tulips because I made this into a tulip because I didn't really know what it was. But now I'm going to do the weird ones that look like someone stepped on them over and over again, like this one. And I'm also going to do these little tiny ones and whatever that is. Alright, so I have most of these, we'll call them lilies, and possibly, I don't really know if they're lilies, tulips, or birds of paradise, the flowers. But I'm going to we're going to do this one, this weird one that looks like it was stepped on, and I think that will be the last one we draw, because if I look, okay, there are a few stems. So I'm going to start on this one. Yeah, it really looks like it was stretched out or someone stepped on it. So I have some like roses, birds of paradise. Maybe we could call these lilies. Tulips. That one actually does look like a bird though. And, yeah, they're all very special, but they're also very weird. And I use these are the only pens I use, actually. So, they kind of are dying. And I have gotten a new set of these pens, like 3 different times. And if you're wondering, I am using the tip size 005. Again, these are Micron pins by the company Sakura. And I think I also mentioned they also do Jelly Roll pins. This is the same company? I think so. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah, it is. Because it says Sakura right there. They are actually made in Japan. But they're high quality definitely for the price you're getting them at. But just for one, it's like $3 or $2. So I'm going to make this there, and then where else? Oh, gotcha. Half a stem, because I already did the other half. Let's see. Anything else? Can we spot? Oh, yes. And something else right there. Honestly, things like this and this really can't really do much with any of this. So I think I'm going to leave that. And before we go, I do want to show, because this right here is really weird looking, I want to show what the author of the book actually recommends. So we're going to go all the way, not to page 1. We're going to turn the page, and you can see right here, I don't believe this is an actual page. I don't think this is anywhere in the book, but it kind of shows you like stacking layers, doing random dots, squares, which I did do in all my drawings, obviously the tray shading, your own design, and then, like I said, certain parts are better to leave, so leave it. And then they actually mentioned this is their favorite tip size. And if you look on the cover, they literally used the exact pin. Look, see, there's even the line right there. They are using the exact same pin, except they actually looks like they edited off, or they probably edited it. I don't what? Edited it? They did something fancy, but you can definitely see exactly the same. So, I'm using the pen that they used. There's plenty of pages in here. Doesn't actually say. Does it? Nope. Doesn't say how many pages. But there are plenty of great books. You can find this one on Amazon. Remember, it is the reverse coloring book through the seasons. You can also just search the reverse coloring book. Every time you search it, add Kendra Norton or Norn. I don't know how to pronounce their name. And also remember that the main idea of this, from this exact book, was by a YouTuber called Bellamina. I don't know how to spell that, but she should have a couple of these pages. I don't want to spoil her video, but she has done a couple of these pages. And I think I'm only going to do 2 for now. We may do a part 2 to this, a sequel. But for now, that's all. Bye!